Alrighty, we're live. Hey, welcome everybody.
Hey guys.
This is fun. So welcome to our What About the Business Zoom. So we're gonna just kind of spill the beans here, share our personal testimonies. My name is Megan Goff. I'm a Diamond Ambassador with Plexus.
I am Justin. I'm a Sapphire. Should be Diamond this month. So yeah, it's exciting times.
Yeah, very fun. So we're popping on to share one of the most undershared parts of Plexus in our opinion. And really, when I started the products 5 years ago, I really had no idea. I mean, I knew that people could share and get compensated for that, but I really didn't think anything beyond that. I was just thinking, how do I get myself healthy? That was my main goal. And so the cool thing about these little events that we host every month is that we're sharing a lot of things that I had no clue about when I started. And so whether you're starting because you're really interested in a business, or maybe you're just, someone that just started the products and someone invited you tonight and you're like, okay, I'm kind of curious about that. Maybe I could learn something. Or maybe you're someone that hasn't even tried the products and you have no idea about, the business part. Whatever reason you're here, we just want to welcome you and say there's a little bit of something for everyone tonight, and we're going to hear some stories. And I know that when I was brandy new, I really wasn't thinking about a business. I was open to sharing with a couple of people. And so that's the beautiful thing, is this can be exactly what you want it to be. And I think what's such a good, basically, I think what's so cool about Plexus is that the reason the business works so well is because the products are amazing and they obviously work, right? Mm-hmm. And so I know we were really praying for a health answer, and it turned out to be a financial answer and a huge blessing to our family as well. And, we had prayed for a lot of years for a different line of work for Justin. Never in a million years would have ever thought network marketing would be what God brought us, but that's what it's been. And it's been such a blessing. There's been so countless numbers of people that have, had a lot of health change and a lot of financial change. And so we're here tonight mainly just to talk about our business testimonials and, what it could be for you. So if you're here tonight, I do want this to be interactive. So if you are a current ambassador working the business or sharing at any level, I want you to pipe in the comments something tangible your last paycheck covered. It could be either your weekly paycheck or your paycheck from May. So this will be fun. Pop it in the chat thread. We want to hear. No amount is too tiny. Even if it just covered your shipping, that's awesome, right? And if you're a guest here tonight, or you are a new ambassador from May or June, I want you to comment in the comments and type in some sort of goal that you would love to hit with your Plexus business. And you need to be thinking forward and thinking big, okay? We want to hear it. So make sure you just put a G or an A next to your name to represent either guest or new ambassador, okay? Because we're going to be drawing for some fun gift cards tonight. All right, Justin, you ready to share a little bit?
Sure. So we've been at this for 5 years now, and here's the thing. We started out for products, and I was praying for a business opportunity, but this would have never crossed my mind. I would have never, I couldn't have scripted this if I wanted to, so we were honestly praying for Megan's health issues, and we were praying for a business opportunity. And like Megan said, God brought us Plexus. And so the thing is even when it came, I was an Army guy, construction guy, network marketing, health and wellness, none of that stuff ever even crossed my mind. But because the products worked, it turned into a business opportunity for us. So I was a big time skeptic at first. It's on the business side. Again, the products, I was sold on the products. It was the business side, mainly because I didn't have any knowledge of this industry. It wasn't because I had a bad experience or, I read a scary article online. I just didn't know anything about the industry. But once I started to study and learn and learn myself just about our compensation plan and about the industry as a whole, I started to think, there's something to this. These products work, they're helping people, and this is a legitimate industry. This industry has the stamp of approval of very, very, very successful people all throughout the business world. So I'm going to look into this. And I'll tell you what, I think this is an amazing industry if you have three things. And that is you have good leadership, which we do at Plexus. We have an amazing leadership at the corporate office. The second thing is you have to have good products. We have amazing products. If we didn't have amazing products, I would have never shared these with anybody ever. And three, you have to have a generous compensation plan. And I would say ours is extremely generous from the beginning all the way to the end. Actually, diamonds, that's the highest rank in Plexus. They actually don't make as much as other high-ranking positions in other companies. The cool thing about our compensation plan is it's spread throughout from the beginning all the way to the end, which I think is really cool because you can actually you can be compensated right off the bat with Plexus, especially now. We've got all these incentives going on with a stimulus bonus that is going on. I mean, you can earn several $100s just signing up 3 people right now. So it's just insane. And it's been such a blessing, an unexpected blessing for me. So honestly, even though I started out as a skeptic, there's nothing else I'd rather do. I actually know this path that I'm on has been designed by someone way higher than me. And there's some really cool things coming. And it's all going to be through Plexus. So it's been an amazing blessing. I'm excited for this month. I'm excited for the rest of the year because I think there's more big things coming for this team. So if you're new, I would say ask as many questions as you can think of. We're not afraid of any questions you may have. We've heard them all. I've read the scary articles online too. They're not true. It's okay. Ask the questions. Whoever invited you, ask them questions. If they don't know the answer, they'll find out the answer for you, or they'll find someone who knows the answer. So test this thing out just like I did, and I think that you'll find what I have found, that this is an amazing opportunity and an amazing company at an amazing time. So that's about all that's the highlights anyway of what I have to share.
So the funny thing is, we're all about addressing the elephants in the room, right? If you're scared or you're unsure, like that's totally normal. And it's totally normal to have like all the skeptical questions. But I just do want to say one of my kind of limiting beliefs that I struggled with for a while when I was sharing Plexus, after I caught the vision for like what this could be, it wasn't just helping a couple people at church, like, wow, this could like, retire us. This could be, our answer to being at home with our kids, and me not single momming it, feeling like I was, and him always, out on the roads, so hot, sweaty, dark to dark work schedule. My question to myself kind of subconsciously was like, who would even do this with me? Like, who would do this? But what we found is people do this, and that a lot of people are looking for wellness solutions right now and for a second income stream. And so it's just like the doors are wide open. There's a lot of people considering what we have. And the cool thing is I'm going to actually introduce our sweet friends, Melinda and Chandler, and they're actually in town because they're going to be visiting us this weekend for our fun Plexus party that we're having. Hopefully we have good internet. I see Melinda. I don't see her on the video yet, but we actually met them at a wedding, a friend's wedding in Iowa a couple of years ago. And so Melinda, are you able to unmute? Let's see. Hopefully.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
There she is.
You can hear us? Oh man, I don't know if they can hear me. This is crazy.
You're good. We can hear you.
Okay, sorry. Internet issues. We did not realize. We are in Oakland, and clearly our phones don't work so well here. So I'm sorry if you can't see us, but here we are. If I start to cut out, just let me know in the comments. But
okay.
My name is Melinda Nuttakoven. This is my husband. You want to come over here, Chandler? We don't want to move the phone too much because we don't know what's going to happen. But we're just staying here in this guest cottage, and it's awesome. But I am a senior Ruby ambassador. I'm a mom of 4. I just had a baby. He's 3 months old now. He's number 4. We've got 3 boys and 1 girl, 10, 5, 3, and then Levi is 3 months. So I'm a teacher, which I'll talk about here in just a little bit. And then we also works in parks in the city of Pella, where we live right outside of there. He's a cow dad, and he's a gold ambassador. And so I think I'll just start by saying that when I first started on the products, obviously I started to try to get healthy, and I took them for a little bit, and I actually stopped for 7 months. And right before my birthday, which would have been in December of 2017, I knew that I had to get back on the products. And so I also knew that for me to be able to take the products, I was going to have to figure out a way to pay for them, because we were not just living paycheck to paycheck. We were more like living, which bill are we going to pay this month? Because the cattle market just super tough. It's been tough for a lot of years. We both work full time. Like I said, as a teacher, working both 40 hours a week, plus we had our cow herd, and we still couldn't pay our bills. And I was sick. And so I had to figure out a way to pay for our products. And Justin met with me, and we sat in a little coffee shop, and I just knew right then, I'm like, I got to do this. And I was so excited, and I told him I'm going to do this. And so I started sharing right after that. And I think just to kind of put our journey in a nutshell, we grew really fast, and I had my summer off, and then I went back to teaching in the fall. And I just want to share this because I want to be transparent with everyone that this business, you can do this business in the nooks and crannies. And for us, working full time plus our cows, it was just craziness, and little kids, and we did the very best that we could. But I went back to teaching in the fall, and that meant we didn't have as many hours to work our business. And so we grew, and then it was kind of a slower season for us. And then the next year, 2019. We grew crazy. We basically started over. And I want to say that because in this business, it works. If you don't work, it's so simple. It's such a simple business. But that doesn't mean that it is easy. You still have to put the work in. So we kind of started over in January of 2019. And we sorry, there's a lawnmower right here. We started over, and I think that I wasn't quite ranking gold. And then we just talked to a whole lot of people, and we worked with a whole lot of people, and we double ranked in April that year, Ruby Senior Ruby. And it was just wild. It was wild, and it was so fun. And we helped so many people, and we got ourselves to where we weren't living paycheck to paycheck anymore. And we took our kids to see the mountains. Sorry.
Why is that?
I don't know. Sorry guys, I'm glad I can't see any of you. We took them to see the mountains, and that was on our vision board, and we took them to see the ocean. And let me just say that before this, oh my goodness, I never even dreamed we'd be able to do that. Get our kids all on a plane, talk about crazy, it was crazy. But just so grateful for this opportunity, and we know that God put it in our lap, and we know that it is our duty to use our gifts to help as many people as we can. And so I guess what I will say after that is that I then went back to school that fall in 2019, again, just not enough hours in the day. And so we kind of went through a season where it was a little bit slower. And now I want to say we had Levi, and we knew that it was time for me to step away from my teaching job. And so Plexus has allowed us for me to be home with my babies and to be totally focused on Plexus and my kids.
Which is big.
It's so big. It's so big. And so I'm just so excited to be able to do what I do. I love.
That's not my normal voice.
That's not your. I'm so excited to be able to work with women and empower women and men, and help others see their value and recognize their gifts and figure out their gifts that God has given them and be able to use them fully in this business. And I guess for the first time in my life, I have felt that I am able to use my gifts fully, and that I am able to impact a limitless number of people, and I am able to make as much money as I want to make. And I'm not going to have a cap, guys. I haven't taught a crazy amount of years, but I was basically at the top of my salary, and it's not enough. And I just love that the sky is truly the limit in this. And nobody will hold you back except yourself. And so we're just super grateful. We're super grateful for the opportunity. And Chandler, do you want to say anything? I've been rambling. Sorry, I got a little off track there.
Total rainbow.
Total rainbow. What would you like to add?
Is that this business is about talking to people, and just for me, it's just making people smile. Hey guys, what are you doing? I actually want to talk to you today. Or we met a guy last night at the restaurant, and we stayed there till 10:30.
We did.
And we talked, and we sat down, and
just adding value to people and helping them just feel loved. It's such a relationship business. And we have just really, truly enjoyed and loved that part of it. Just meeting people from all over the place and getting to know them, whether it's Plexus or not, whether we can bless them through the business of Plexus or not. It's just really, it's cool to go through the personal development that comes with this business too. I didn't even know what personal development was before I started, and I just feel like I'm such a different person because of it. It's just a multifaceted blessing and the opportunity. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Total interruption. This is doing it together. You also need a lot of backside help. You know, Melinda's working, so hey, I'm going to take care of the kids. I'm going to do the laundry. I'm going to be a part of this. If we do this together, it's kind of
it's so much fun.
It's unstoppable.
We truly believe that when we sit down at our kitchen table and we are just rocking it. One, we have so much fun together, but two, it's crazy what can happen just when you do it together. It really is. And
power couple.
Yeah, that's what we feel. Yeah, that's what we tell ourselves. Power couple, let's do it. And that doesn't matter if it's Plexus or something else. If we're working cattle together, it's such a learning experience. And we grow a lot when we're working cattle together because it's kind of stressful sometimes. And it's just been really fun for us to be able to do this together. And we've got great big dreams and goals. We went to an Amish store today that has the most beautiful furniture I've ever seen in my life. And we picked out a bedroom set, and that sucker's going on our dream board at home, and we're going to get it. And it's fun to be able to dream again. And to be able to pay our bills. That's really fun too. So
yeah.
Is there anything else you want to say? I think that was everything. Yeah.
Love it.
Anyway, love it. Oh, we can see you guys now. Now that we're done. Great.
Awesome. Thank you guys for sharing. Alrighty, Melody's gonna pop on next. Hey Melody, how are you?
Hey everybody, so fun to pop on. Thanks for having me, Megan. Melinda, I don't know how I can go after you guys. You're so much fun. I don't think I'm that much fun. No, but anyway, thank you for having me, Megan. This business is such a blessing. So my name is Melody Detweiler. I'm a Senior Ruby Ambassador. I'm mama of 6 kids, ages 10 on down. I'm homeschooling. We're active in our community, active in our church. And Plexus has just been a real blessing when we needed it. I joined back in 2016. In the summer, I had just had our 5th baby and was having migraines out the wazoo, blood sugar issues, a lot of fatigue. And it was just a really frustrating time for me in motherhood. And I just remember thinking, if this could just help me have less migraines, that would be amazing. And it did way more than that. And I started sharing and couldn't believe just how the Lord was blessing and bringing people that needed this, health-wise and income-wise. And it has just been such a fun journey. I will say my journey has not been very fast. I think everyone's story is unique. And I've had a few steps forward and then a step or two back, and it's just kind of been a lesson in faithfulness and perseverance. And one thing that has really stuck with me is that I'm in this for the long haul. This is truly a business that our family is excited about and committed to. And so I don't look at this as like, okay, if I'm not diamond next month, then I'm out. I look at this as just a gift from the Lord, and I'm going to keep on swinging the bat, as Megan says, and working day in and day out and showing up for my people. And I have to take you guys back to a memory. So last year when I hit the rank of Senior Ruby, was so exciting. And I remember my husband posting that day or the next day. And I remember him using the phrase that I had, it was really sweet, that I had smashed through the glass ceiling. And I just remember that really hit me because at that point I was just thinking, I just want to help my team reach their goals. I just want to like move this forward. I just want to help people, right? And when he said that, it hit me like in a big swoop, if that makes sense, that in part-time hours, I was making the same or more than what he was making at full-time hours. And just what a blessing and a gift that has been to our family in the midst of homeschooling and all of the housework and my goodness, all of the mud and dirty laundry that I deal with on a daily basis. Like this fits in there according to my schedule, according to the schedule that my husband and I want us to have, if that makes sense. And I just cannot think of something that's more flexible and something that fits us better. So I think those are kind of the main points of what I wanted to share. Oh, one more thing. As we have just continued to share and talk with people and put in the work, we have just been reminded over and over again how this is God's business. And as I lay it before him, he brings the people that he wants here. And you guys, isn't that just a beautiful picture in the midst of so much chaos? I don't know about you, but I just feel like this has been a light and a blessing in the midst of a crazy time. And I love having something to be able to focus on that is focused not on me, but on helping other people. Not just thinking about myself, but thinking, okay, how can I bless and help other people? And yeah, in turn, oh my goodness, our family is so blessed in friendships. We're rich in, all those friendships, but then financially blessed as well. It is a huge gift. So I think that's everything I wanted to say, but thank you for having me on. Molly, I think I'm supposed to turn it over to amazing Miss Molly.
Hey guys, thanks for having me on. It's such an honor to speak with you guys and share a little bit about my story. So my name's Molly Schultz and I am a homesteading mama. I live in Tennessee, kind of in the country doing our dream life, raising all sorts of critters and whatnot. I'm a Senior Ruby ambassador with Plexus Worldwide, and maybe you're like me or like I was. I loved the products, loved them for over a year, and I would hear stories like this and I would think, but I don't have the time, but I'm busy, but my circle of friends is very small. I've been a mom for the past 15 years or whatever. I don't know anybody. I just felt like my sphere of influence was very small. And while all these other women could do that, it wasn't for me. But I just want to encourage you that this business can work for anyone, no matter where they are. Everyone is busy, but the world of social media and network marketing really puts the world at our fingertips. Like, I have always been passionate about coming alongside other moms, equipping them, just giving them a vision for a blessed family and for loving children and loving on their families and creating this amazing life that can be a ministry, a living, breathing ministry of what God has planned for their life. And Plexus segues so beautifully into that mission and this ministry that I feel such a burden for with other mothers, because so many women I know, they're struggling emotionally, they're struggling physically with their health, they're struggling financially, and trying to live an abundant life and live out God's purpose for your life while you're struggling, it is so stressful. So for me to be able to offer them answers and freedom, whether it's health freedom or emotional freedom or financial freedom, that takes so much stress out of their daily life. Like, if you could make choices for your family that you thought were best without stressing over the finances, imagine the freedom that would give you. Imagine the stress that would take off of your marriage. Imagine the stress that would take out of your mothering journey, right? Because we all love our kids. We all want the best for them. We all love our husbands. We want to build a passionate marriage. But these very real daily financial and emotional and health stresses, they really affect the way that we live out our life. And so just to have some very real answers. I first started sharing Plexus because one of my friends mentioned that she had an autoimmune disease. And I had you know, my world was so small just with my kids being super busy. I've got 11 kids. We are expecting number 12 in the fall. My world had shrunk, you know? So I wasn't invested in other people's lives the way that I ought to have been. So when my eyes got opened and my vision got bigger and my world broadened and God gave me this bigger platform to bless other people with, it has been such a huge blessing in turn to me. So I started sharing with all these people and then people started coming out of the woodwork and my eyes were open to the huge need around me. And so this business and my team has just been such a blessing, and others will tell you too, when my teammates come to me and they are flabbergasted with their monthly paycheck, or they tell me with such excitement that they are going to Florida and it's mom's treat, or things that they just haven't been able to do financially. It's so fun to watch them achieve their goals and to watch families be changed, because ministry to family and ministry to mothers always been a huge passion of mine. And this is just a very huge, tangible way that and a very, like a very just tangible way that they can bless their families and improve their lives and change their children's future. Oh, it's just amazing the way that it empowers families. So anyways, it's just a huge blessing for me to be able to share with others. And I'm super thrilled that you guys set aside some time this evening to come hear all our stories, because I know now that restrictions have been lifted, people are, you know, re-entering life and schedules are filling up and whatnot. So I really appreciate the time that you guys set aside to come and hear our stories, because we are all gifted one life to live. We have one life, we get one shot at it. It's a gift. What are we going to do with it? You know, days go by. It can be someday in the future that you decide to make a change, or it can be now. And then you can look back years from now as tonight is the night that you decided to make the change and to impact your family and the world, because your family can go out and minister to the world in such a big way. So I want to just encourage you guys to get with the person that invited you here. Ask them questions, pick their brain. They will share anything with you. It is so easy this month to take advantage of some extra financial blessings that Plexus has made available to us by grabbing 3 friends, 6 friends. Some people think they don't know 3 friends or 6 friends. Everybody's got a mom, everybody's got a bestie, everybody's got a sister or an aunt, because these products help so many issues, because we address root issues like candida, inflammation, blood sugar balance. It's just a huge opportunity. So I would encourage you to rack your brain, think about who you know that would love to have better health. We're entering summer. People are shedding their big hoodies and their chunky sweaters, and they're, you know, wanting to live a full active life, and we can help equip them to feel and look amazing. So there's also a drawing giveaway in the business event that you can enter if you're a new ambassador or if you're a guest of someone. And I just want to thank you guys for popping on. Thanks, Megan, for having me.
Yes, thank you everyone for sharing tonight. I just do want to say 2 people won gift cards that were on live. So we have Nicole Russell and we have Shauna Dixon. I loved you guys' goals. Shauna's is to pay all bills and save for a house, and Nicole wants to be a jewel, and she's someone that's recovering from Lyme disease. So super thankful that you guys all commented. I love reading through the wins for you current ambassadors, for you new ambassadors. I'm loving to hear just what is resonating with you. So remember that, so make sure that you PM us individually, because we're not going to chase after people to give you a gift card. So make sure you PM us. And then also virtual convention is this weekend. So if you have not registered, go register. It's going to be awesome. It's like $29 to get registered. And if you're local, come to our house. We're having a party. And next Thursday, because every Thursday this month we have an event. Next Thursday is all about our Consciously Clean skincare. Get ready to pop on another event here, or another little Zoom, but wanted to just put that bug in your ear to make sure you pop on that. It's going to be great. You guys have a great night. Thank you for joining us. Bye-bye.